Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a great day, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to start working on a new project today, and it's going to be pretty fantastic. So I've been thinking about it. The knight has been consulting with the people, and I think I want to establish an outpost where I can kind of keep an eye on the NHO. So we're going to build a nether base. Not like a full-blown main base like our castle, but more of a, you know what, I should really have my bow out while I'm here because it's dangerous to not have the bow while you're here. Do I really not have any arrows? Really, Self? You didn't bring any arrows into the nether? Idiot. Okay. Well, that's not going to do me a whole lot of good without any arrows, is it? We'll just have to be very careful. So I want to build a nether base where I can kind of keep an eye on the NHO. So I want to be just within render distance of their portal. And that's kind of the plan. And I think there's actually a pretty good spot for it, like right over here. Kind of underneath this overhang, right? It's close, but it's not super close. It's just barely within render distance. And I think that's perfect for what I want to do with this base. So we're going to kind of dig in to this area right here. We're going to kind of dig into it and establish a bit of an area, and then this will be the OHO Nether outpost. Lava, please. Go away. Okay, I think we're good. So this will be kind of our main gate area, and we're just gonna kind of clear some space away. Now, I have spent so much time preparing for this project. I spent basically probably like 8 hours today just gathering resources. I grossly underestimated the amount of time that it would take me to gather all the resources for this project. And to be fair, I probably gathered more resources that I'm actually going to need for the project itself. But I think we should have pretty much everything I need with us. That's lava. That's... Oh, I'm... The nether. This is why I brought fire resistance potions with me, because I'm not a fan of dying in the nether. Anyway, I'm going to clear some space here for a gate. We're going to make this work, and I'll be back with you in just a little bit. All right, guys, so I've cleared an 11 wide space from this wall to this wall. And that should be enough space for us to get this thing going. The first thing I want to do, this is not going to be a project that's completed in one episode, by the way. This is going to be a relatively large project. Not on the scale of the castle, but big enough, right? Big enough that it's going to take us some time. This one, I think? Aha, there we go. So let's just throw a chest... You know what? Actually, I want this stuff to be safe from ghasts. So let's just make a little area kind of over here, just temporarily. We'll fill this in later, like once we've actually gotten some more work on the project all taken care of and stuff. But I really want a spot where I can put my chests and things without having the possibility of a ghast coming and exploding them, because that would really be unfortunate. Okay, there we go. And then let's grab these so we can move them into our little safe room, we'll call it. That should be good. Okay, and then shulker box, you here, and this is just going to be for netherrack. Okay. So let's kind of get things going. Let's kind of get some stuff started here. We're gonna need, I have so many different things. We're gonna need that chest. We're going to need this crafting table, which actually I want to put the ender chest on top of. There we go. And then we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And let's make a bunch of cyan terracotta, formerly known as cyan stained clay. And then I also want, in one of these chests, it's not that one. Aha! It's in this one. There we go. I need a bunch of this gray concrete as well. Okay? So let's kind of find our center point here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that should be our center point right there. Okay? And then we're going to say, I may actually want to make this even a little bit bigger. Just kind of looking at it. I think I want to widen this by 2 blocks. Or by 2 blocks on either end. So basically by 4 blocks. I think that's a better idea. Let's just clear that space out. And I can't remember, was there a hole right there? There's kind of a hole there. We'll just have to be a little bit careful. That's all good. There we go. And we'll clear this stuff off as well. All right. So, in that case, our center point should be here instead. I think. And then if we go 1, 2... Right? So this would be like a 5 wide entrance, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. So what we're going to do is make something like that, right? And then in front of it, we'll put the cyan stained clay. And we're going to go maybe 2 here. Like that. And then this one will go 3. And... Ooh, come back, you. Right? And we're basically coming up at like a relatively small angle. I can already tell that this is going to have to go up higher than it is right now. Because I want this gate to kind of be pretty large. How high do I need to go? Maybe up to about here? That should be big enough, I think. Yeah. Tell you what, guys. Let me get some more of this cleared out, and I'll be back. Okay. That's a little bit of a better, bigger area, and I think that'll do. So, let's go up here, and let's go maybe 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go 1, 2, 1. Maybe something like that, right? Somewhere about there is kind of what I'm thinking. And that'll give us a nice big arch. And it looks a little funky right now because of that block. There we go. So then we can take a look at that from a distance, and you can see it's a pretty nice high arch, which is, you know, what I want for this. And then here, I think we're basically going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it on the inside to create kind of an inner border, I guess you would call it. We can get rid of that block. And then we get rid of that block. There. That does not look... that doesn't look as good as I was hoping it would. That looks actually a little weird. I don't think I really care for this. Let's do away with the gray. The cyan hardened clay right there. And maybe we go straight to the nether brick. Maybe that's what we'll do. This side, I don't know. This wall may actually, we might not even do anything with this back area. This may just be the main entrance to the base. But anyway, so let's go to the nether brick. And this was the part of the resource gathering that took ages. I gathered 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 full shulker boxes of nether brick. Yeah, it took a little while. It took a long while, in fact. But the good news is this should cover our needs for this project. At least I sincerely hope so, because I don't particularly want to gather any more of this stuff. And look at that. 1 full shulker box of nether brick gives us 4 stacks of nether brick stairs and a few nether brick blocks left over. How terrible is that? Man, the conversion rate is rough. It's very rough, but that's okay. I do have to say that it's a million times faster being able to shift click like that than it is having to do these each individually, but there we go. So here's what I'm thinking, right? We'll kind of go up like that, and then right here, we'll do a little stair thing out, kind of jog it out a little bit, maybe? That's still not gonna look good, is it? How do I want to do that? Because I'd like to have kind of a tall, skinny arch right here, and then have those like connect up in the middle, but I don't want this to be too blocky. So maybe we go like that, but I have a feeling that's going to create kind of the same problem we had with the cyan clay. Yeah. Not a huge fan of that either. Although, here's a thought. Maybe what we could do is turn that guy into a stair, grab a little bit of that gray concrete, and plug you in like that. How does that look? Yeah, that's not too bad. Helps us give a little bit of shape to it. Something like that might do the trick. And then maybe back here, we just go like so, with the stair, and with the stair. And then let's take a look. How does that... It looks okay. It doesn't look great, though. I so wish that concrete came in slabs and stairs. That would make this much more feasible. But let's roll with it for a little while. So what I'm thinking we're going to do, right, is we'll put down some slabs like this. Do you want to have those kind of jogged out? Maybe we do. Kind of stick it out like so. Yeah, it's not bad. And then up here, we'll put kind of a thing on top. We'll kind of cap that off, right? And maybe here. No. Maybe here we put a stair and here we put a stair. Maybe we don't cap these ones off. Maybe we just cap it off right here. Then we bring this up. like so. With a stair and up, up. Oh, just kidding. Stair, stair. Slab, slab, slab. Stair. And just kind of do the same thing here in reverse that we did down there, right? So what we're essentially doing here is creating kind of an outline on the gate of the nether brick to just kind of emphasize those lines, kind of bring them out a little bit more. And then maybe we would do something like that. I don't know if we would or not. Maybe we would leave those exposed. I don't know. I think I need to work on this a bit more, guys. Let me get some let me experiment a little bit. I'm kind of looking at this, and the more I look at it, the less I like it. I think we have kind of a cool idea, but it needs to be refined a bit. So let me do some work. Let me see what I can come up with, and then I'll be back with you. All right, guys, I am back, and I think I've got the gate sorted out. It's not perfect, but I think once we get some proper landscaping in here, which I do plan to do a little bit towards the entrance, I want to get some kind of creep coming out and making it look sort of, ominous and scary. But I think this will do for starters. This is a good start, I think. So what I want to do now is the hallway, and the hallway is going to ultimately be 5 wide. So let's grab some blocks here. We'll need some of that. We'll need, well, I should probably put some of this away so I have space in my inventory for the things that I need. There we go. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking for like a hallway design, right? Ultimately, it's all going to be covered in glass because that'll keep it from being spawnable. Then we'll take black concrete and run a stripe down like that, and a stripe down like that. There we go. And then on either side, ooh, come back you. On either side right here, we'll go nether brick. And there we go. That's kind of the design that's going to be underneath the floor. But as I said, this is all going to get covered up in glass. So then, here, we're going to go every other one. And every other one is going to be... Oh, is that right? Yeah. No, it's not. Just kidding. We want dark gray in the back, right? Yeah. We want the darker color in the back. Like so. And then the lighter color in front. Okay? And we're basically going to take these... They're essentially going to be pillars. We're going to take these... Wow, I'm an idiot. It's supposed to be every other one like that. There we go. We're going to take these pillars and we're going to bring them up 8 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All the way up to there. All right, guys, I am back, and I've got this all brought up. I also had to move the gate a little bit to make way for the next phase of the project. I may have to move it again, because what I want to do, now that we've got that done, I want to take black concrete up here, and I'd like to fill in the ceiling up here with that, right? Up at this level. So we would basically just kind of come across here like so. But then the problem is you're going to be able to see this, the gate doesn't properly cover that up. So I need to kind of figure out what the plan is here. I know for sure I do want this at this level, and I want this to be black concrete. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll get all of this filled in, and then from there we can kind of move the gate around as needed, I guess would be the way to put it. Let's go something like that. There we go. And then this is actually a spawnable area, so I'm gonna have to be careful with this, but we can I can mess with that at a later time. I'm not gonna worry about it right this very second. Yeah, that seems about right, but yeah, we definitely need to do something about that gate, about the entranceway there. And the problem is, if I brought it up, because this pillar here is visible. Oh, hi, Pigman. Get axed. All right, well, let me play around with it a bit more and see what I can come up with. I'll be back. There we go. Now we have a gate that suits our needs. And actually, I like the way it looks, too. The addition of the fire is kind of cool. I like it. It's good stuff. So that's pretty good. So I think the next step now is to go ahead and fill in all of the glass. And I've got a bunch of black glass that we're going to put in there. That'll prevent any mobs from being able to spawn inside. And it will also kind of let you see the floor design underneath. So, let me get that all taken care of, and then we'll move on to the fun part. Alright, there we go, glass is in place. I think it looks pretty good. It's real simple. It's nothing amazingly fancy, but it works. Now we get to the fun part, as I was saying, and that is going to be the ceiling and lighting in here. So, we are going to need a whole bunch of nether brick, and I'm going to need more nether brick slabs than what I've got as well. We're also going to need... Well, you know what? We'll get to that part. So the first thing that I want to do is mark out a couple spots, and one of those spots is right there, and one of those spots is right there. And these are basically going to be where the lights go, okay? And we're going to have like these hanging chandeliers that I think are going to look really cool once they're all said and done. So then I think we'll go here, here, there, and there. And then we'll do slabs kind of running across like so, right? So essentially there's going to be, we're kind of measuring these out by pillars. We're going light or pillar for light, right? And then 1, 2, pillar for light. See how this kind of lines up with these lighter colored pillars? And I think that'll work really well. Then we're going to further emphasize that by bringing these kind of cross beams over, like so, where those lights are. And maybe, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do this for sure, but I'm kind of thinking we'll maybe do something like this. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do it right there in those spots where the beams kind of come out. That might work a little bit better just for some extra kind of detail. And that would mean we'd put one right here and right there as well. We'll see if we like this. I think I like that. It's hard to say. Yeah, that might work. We'll have to see. I might change that later. Where did I put... Aha! There we go. I need that. And then I actually need some dark oak logs, and I have a flint and steel. So this is the lighting design that we're going to do. Now, this would not work if fire spread was not turned off on the server. You know what? We're actually going to change this. We're going to bring that down one more and that down one more. Then we'll go with an iron bar like so. We're going to put a log and a log. Ooh, now we're getting a little lower than I might want. Well, maybe not. Maybe we're okay. And then I'm thinking we'll light the sides of the log, right? So we'll have these kind of like hanging lights. I am kind of thinking I want those up one more though. They just feel a little bit too low to me right now. So although I do kind of like having the part that sticks down there, I think we're just going to go straight into the iron bars right here. I think that'll work a little bit better. There, slab, slab. And then we'll light the sides of the logs, which will never burn up. There we go. Now, it has to be logs or maybe leaves would work as well. But you can see if I try to light the side of a block that isn't burnable, it won't stay lit. But these basically represent like hanging fire pots. And I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of a cool idea. I haven't seen it done before, certainly on Hermitcraft. But just in general, I don't know if I've ever actually seen that done before. It possibly because it will only work if fire spread is turned off. But that's kind of the feel we're going to be going for in this base. I think it's really kind of a cool block palette using the maroon. And another thing I should probably mention, quite a few people use a texture pack where the nether brick is black. So I'm going to jump into my Kingdoms texture pack reel. Oh, that's actually a terrible plan. Just kidding. Let's use an old version of B-Dub's pack. But there you go. If you're using a texture pack where the nether brick is black, it'll still look pretty good. It still looks pretty good. I still really like the way that it looks. Now, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be using one where the nether brick is maroon in its normal color. But there are a couple people on the server who play with black nether brick. I know B-Dubs does, Iskall does. I think there's a couple other too, but a couple others as well, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. Either way though, guys, I think we have a great start on the new base. I hope you like it. I'm liking it a lot. I think this is going to be a really fun project. And it's going to be interesting to build in the nether, which is something I haven't really done before other than like nether tunnel hub type stuff. So I'm looking forward to this quite a lot. But unfortunately, guys, I am very much out of time for this episode. This took me way, way longer than I thought it was going to. This is like a 10-hour episode for me with all the resource grinding and stuff. So I am going to have to call it right here. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.